Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Today's character, 茎, it means a stem, and it's made of the plant symbol on the top, and 茎, the sound maker at the bottom. So, I used to subscribe to Chinese character formation. Majority of the formations are the sound maker and the meaning maker. So that's my original meaning. Thinking. Nowadays, I'm more subscribing to even the sound maker. The reason why we choose it to make this word, this character, is because it's meaning as well. So both of them, in a sense, is meaning maker, except that this plant symbol is generic. It's giving you the categorical sense of what we're talking about. We're talking about something about the plant. Okay, so the bottom, while it serves as the sound maker, it actually serves the meaning as well. So what it means for Chinese as a stem of plant. So stem is almost like the main freeway or highway of nutrition coming ground level upward going. So there is this continuation of traffic flow, if you if you may, as nutritions, waters, right? So this jing, then Chinese depicted as underground water. The way the underground water flows, and it looks like this. Let's unpack the first horizontal line. Okay, normally the first horizontal line, as I was showing in this is not a rendering of the same character. If it's on top of the frame, normally Chinese view that as the sky, because sky is a limit where upper bound for humans' perspective is our sky level. But over here, because the three strokes under it that looks like this actually signifies the water track or water flow. It's a simplistic rendering of how water flows underground, because we cannot see water flows in the sky, right? We have a rain, but it's a drip drops. It's not like a flowing continuation of water. So this water tracks under it. That means this top frame horizontal line, instead of usual meaning of sky, now it's ground. So we have ground level, and then we have water flowing in there. Okay, the bottom, you see the difference of the two. So the first one here, the simplified version, is actually ignore the top portion of here. So this part is missing, and it becomes this. Then in my mind of reading this character, that means the engineering tool back then to make rectangles. So you can see the rectangle making right there visually. So that's an ancient tool of making the straight corners. And I would imagine it's used in house building. You have to make sure the walls are perpendicular to the ground. And that's where the tool was used. And eventually that tool, this perpendicular right angle tool, symbolize engineering or craftsmanship. But then this craftsmanship paired with underground water doesn't make much sense, except that I can explain it in a way of ancient times to detect where the water tracks underground is important, because you have to build your habitats kind of close to that water flow, that you can dig a well in it and get water out. So you kind of need to know the tracks of water underground. And this engineering of well digging thing represented right here. I can explain it that way. But when I trace back further, it means actually this character is a mission, like simplification from here. And this character means existence, means be there. And it's made of this human figure, which is leftward or a left side facing human figure. So this is the head simplification. And then this is kind of an arm. That person is doing squatting. You can almost view it like that. So this is the back and the leg of that person. This person is standing on the soil. This 2 horizontal line with 1 vertical line is Chinese soil. The reason why is the first horizontal line is the ground level. The vertical line is some sort of plant that have the above ground and below ground portion. But then the second horizontal line have to go all the way at the very tip of the plant. Because if it intersects, it kind of going through the plant when the root still goes further down, that means the root we're talking about. Now it's touching at the very tip. I mean, I'm running out. Okay, very tip of this plant root. That means the surrounding of the root. So that gives you the sense of what is the surrounding of the root? It's the soil, Chinese soil. And then we have the human standing on top of soil. That's the Chinese definition of existence. Isn't that deep? That means humans right now, you're standing above ground. You're above the soil. That's your show time. That's your existing time, because otherwise you're underground. You're not there. So that's a Chinese simplification of existence. So we have underground water existence. That means exactly the detection of water tracks underground. And water tracks underground, or the water flowway, paired with the plant symbol, exactly defines the function of stem. That is the water flowway for the plant. It's through its stem. That's how the water goes. So that's Chinese Jing. And we don't really have much of the Jing character in our language because it serves a special function. And I don't know, probably, I mean, the stem seems like serves the important function for the plant. So it seems like we can use that character a little bit more, but 根茎 is the one expression. We're talking about the root a few episodes ago. So the root paired with 茎, 根 and the 茎, root and the stem. And that's a common pairing of the two. So when Chinese talk about 根 and 茎, we put them together as 根茎. But when we say 根茎, most likely it means the root. And the stem just come attached to the root, but the root is the main thing we're talking about here. All right, so that's stem. And I want to show you a beautiful eucalyptus tree stem or tree trunk. We don't get to see the water flowway underneath the surface of the trunk, but the beautiful pattern that almost camouflage, natural and camouflage patterns shown on this particular tree's trunk always fascinates me. Eucalyptus tree stem. So there you go. Thank you for your time. See you another